Lawyer Fund for Client Protection. How may I direct your call?
Yes, my name is Lisa Neely. Been offered $100,000 to fix my stolen identity and possible deed fraud that Nathan Hargis did to me. I've been calling for a month since I got the letter offering $100,000 to fix my identity and damages done to me by Mr. Hargis. But unfortunately, Mr. Hargis still cyberstalks me. I have very solid evidence of that. He mocked me yesterday morning by sending me a video of a mailbox joke because he steals my mail constantly through the internet and redirecting my mail to other addresses. I have tried for a month since I got the letter to find a lawyer to help me recover my stolen identity. I have an 800 credit score, and I'm losing it every day because I've been declined for a new credit card due to identity theft. I took that letter to Sheriff Cox and Mr. Dunaway, Hargis's former employer, and they refused to take the letter and do anything about it. Also, when he first hacked my bank for $10,000, Officer Timothy Hassler said he made the report, but 90 days later, the bank found him guilty. I went back to get a copy of that report, and it was not on file. I had to flee my home 9 months ago and put it up for sale because they were shooting at me in my yard as I mowed, and sent somebody to my job to tell me if I didn't shut up that they would harvest my organs and send me to Haiti. Then my job was taken without cause at the sanitation department in Cumberland County, and then they wrote to the FBI and tried to turn me into a different Lisa Neely, 5 inches shorter, a felon on the run. They crossed over into racketeering long ago, and I've called every lawyer I can think of that can deal with identity theft and restore my name, and make sure I'm not under deed fraud or mortgage fraud, because, you know, when I was falsely arrested by Sheriff Cox for the first time in my life, he wouldn't take my real ID, and he published my social security number, and he wouldn't let me make a property bond. So, my real estate man, his phone's being hacked, and for 10 months my house has been on the market, and I've been trying to leave the state, my home state, but my real estate man hasn't had one call for my beautiful home in 10 months because his number is actively being hacked as well, and he is trying to resolve that issue, but he's not having any luck. Hargis has some pretty sophisticated Stingray technology. He even removed my email from my phone, and the credit card he hacked without touching it, without me clicking anything or doing anything with Mr. Hargis, had a $1,000 a day limit on it and text alerts. He put 10 grand on it, bypassed text alerts, and removed my email from my phone. So he is quite the monster. He's got 14 other charges, but since Dunaway was his former boss, Dunaway chose not to help the other 14 victims. Otherwise, the judge would have took his computer away, and we wouldn't be going through this right now.
All right, Ms. Neely, let me connect you with Kelly, one of the assistants in investigation.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, you've reached Kelly Heflin with the Board of Professional Responsibility. You may leave a message at the tone, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you.
Please leave your message after the tone. When done, hang up or press the pound key.
Yes, Kelly, I received your email. I was directed to call the Tennessee Lawyers Fund on that email. She transferred me to you, Miss Kelly. According to the Americans with Disabilities Act, I have a right to do this verbally. I can't navigate a hacked phone. I can't even receive a call back from an attorney, even though I've spent every day for a month trying to obtain an attorney to call me back. I sure do hope I hear from you, Miss Kelly. The feds are watching my phones and emails and communications. They're watching it all right now. A federal agent has been working with me right now, watching you guys refuse to help make me whole where I can live my life again. I need help to obtain the right lawyer to fix my identity and possible mortgage fraud put on me. I don't think it's fair for y'all to continue to let Dunaway, who was Hargis's former assistant, oversee anything. There's 14 other victims. I'm 15. If they wouldn't have lied and said they took my police report and didn't. And then even with an 800 credit score and a letter from the bank saying I'm declined for identity theft, Sheriff Cox and Dunaway wouldn't make that police report either. So I'm pretty much locked in place. When they false arrested me and tried to get the FBI to say I was Lisa Michelle Neely, 5 inches shorter of felon on the run, Sheriff Cox refused to let me make a property bond. Why would that be? Why would that be when my house is paid for? Why would Sheriff Cox refuse to take my real ID and make me publish my social security number on my false arrest warrant and share it with the world? Why is all this happening and the criminals are being protected and you're not helping me, Kelly? I don't even have to publish your email and phone call because Cash Patel is actively watching and listening right now. The whole state's under investigation. You know, it's like I've told people before. You can either be witness A or you can be, indicted with the whole rest of their criminal cartel. It doesn't really matter to me. Cash Patel started his dragnet on the shorelines, and he's worked it into the middle here where Hargis is Sergio Gutierrez's lawyer who targeted me, which the feds have told me that Albrega Garcia, Sergio is his boss. Just so you have full disclosure of the gravity of the situation I'm in and the danger I'm in, I actually qualify for a new name and social security number if I can find a lawyer to help me complete that. We're talking about the Sinaloa cartel and people coming to my job and place of residence until I'm driven out of there, threatening to harvest my organs with all the Haitians that they harbor and give county jobs to in Cumberland County. The more times I have to say this, the more times that Cash Patel and his team are watching you be complicit in continuing to destroy my rights to life, liberty, and happiness, and to be secure in my person's home and papers. I sure hope I get a call back from you. If I do get a call back from you receiving help, there's no reason for me to shoot myself in the foot by recording that help. And what would there be to record, Miss Kelly? The fact that you told me to reach out to a certain lawyer or reach out to a certain agency that could help me?
Thank you. Goodbye.